Do you ever find yourself saying, who does she think she is? Or going to an event put on by a colleague of yours and having the, oh, when I rule the world syndrome because you're judging every little piece of the event? Yeah, I want to talk to you about two ugly but necessary topics that impact, I think, every single woman on this planet, and that is judgment and jealousy. Hi there, my name is Sierra Sullivan, and I run a company with my husband called Lifestylized. And I want to share with you two really nasty pieces of the human condition and give you some incredible ways to overcome them and reframe them so that you can actually find the good in jealousy and judgment. So I'm going to get a little vulnerable for a minute. The other day I was at a colleague's event, and it was a wonderful event, and it was very successful. And I found myself sitting there judging. Now, I run my own events, and I've been in production in one way or the other for over 15 years now. So when I tend to go to other people's event, I have a little bit of that, I would have done it better sort of perspective. But there I was, really there to support this woman, and I just kept finding myself judging. So I thought to myself, what is that? Why am I judging? Because that's not who I want to be, and that's certainly not what I want people to do to me. Now, I know it's inevitable. People are going to judge or whatever, but I certainly did not want to take part in that. So I started to really dig deeper. And what I discovered was that my judgment was not a judgment of her or how she was doing things, but rather a judgment of me and all the places that I feel that I'm not stepping up, that I'm not shining my light, that I'm not bringing my fullness to the world. Now, that was a hard pill to swallow when I realized that, and it might sound obvious to you in this moment, but when you're caught in that, like, God, what is she doing? Who does she think she is? That was really stupid. Oh, I would have done it better, or I could be better when I rule the world. You don't necessarily think that there's something deeper to look at. But I'm inviting you, and I'm offering you the invitation to do so. Next time you have a judgment about anybody, an outfit that somebody's wearing, the type of car they drive, the man they choose, whatever that judgment is, means there's an opportunity for you to look within to find out where you are feeling less than in any way in that category. Or the other side of that is feeling, holier than thou about that. Oh, I would never do that, or I would never be caught dead wearing that, or I would never, drive that car. So that's another place to examine. What are your beliefs that keep you in the holier than thou, or that causes you to have to compare yourself to others in order to feel good about yourself? So they're kind of one and the same. They're either you're comparing yourself to feel better, to boost yourself because you don't necessarily feel great about yourself in that moment or in general, or there's a belief that needs to be excavated, or you are not feeling good about yourself and it's triggering judgment. Now let's move over to jealousy. Jealousy is a nice little sister of judgment, right? Because when we're jealous, we tend to judge. So same thing, I'm watching all my amazing colleagues step out into the world with some incredible offerings. Meanwhile, I'm in creation mode on mine, and I feel like things are not happening fast enough in my world. And I'm watching other people do a lot of the things that I've been sorting out and planning. So just even before I shot this video, I agreed to be a part of a campaign, and it sounds exactly like a campaign that I'm in the process of planning. So I found myself getting really jealous. Well, how is she doing it? And how can I be a part of it if I'm doing it? And blah, 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 blah. And then once again, I caught myself, because what I do know for sure, now write this down, really take this in, is that if you're feeling jealous about somebody else's success, it is a direct pathway to one of your desires. You see, jealousy comes from wanting something that we don't have and witnessing somebody else having it. Therefore, we get jealous. Most of us stay in that jealous place, and we create it to be a not very good experience. But when you can reframe it and flip it and realize that underneath whatever that jealousy is, there is a desire, there's a need, there's a craving, there's a yearning. And so if you can allow jealousy to be a direct pathway and an illumination of what it is that you truly want, because let's face it, ladies, we don't always know what we want. We don't always know what we desire. We just know what we don't want, which is a whole other video for a whole other time. So I'm hoping that you take the concept of judgment and jealousy and really put a spin on them in your own life. Really see when they flare up in you, if you can take yourself back into where are you not feeling good when you're judging, or if you're jealous, what is the desire that jealousy is bringing up? And then focus on the desire. All right, those are your 2 tips on jealousy and judgment. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's pull back the curtain. Let's talk about jealousy. Let's talk about judgment. We know we all have it, so let's just get real. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What are you jealous of? What have you been judging lately? And based on what I just shared with you, what have you discovered about yourself? Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments. See you next time.